Sponsorship comes from American Graphics. Located at 8 Commercial Warehouse Drive in Hattiesburg, American Graphics provides custom screen printing and embroidery. They can be reached by phone at 601-602-2277. And the website is goamericangraphics.com. American Graphics, printing at its finest.
Welcome back to Southern Miss today on Southern Miss Radio. First and foremost, it is Veterans Day today. So we want to give a big thank you to all military personnel who have served or is serving right now. Thank you for your service. In USM campus news, Southern Miss alumnus and U.S. Army Band Director Colonel Bruce R. Pulver to return as artist in residence. USM is proud to announce that Colonel Bruce R. Pulver, a retiring commander of the United States Army Band, is returning to campus as an artist in residence in the School of Music starting July 1st, 2026. Pulver states the following about his return, quote, "It's been an honor to serve in the military for the past 32 years. As I prepared to retire from active duty, I'm excited to be returning to my alma mater. I'm passionate about serving the needs for veterans, connecting with the community, and shaping future generations of musicians in partnership with the incredible music faculty at Southern Miss." Southern Miss President Dr. Joseph S. Paul praised this return by stating, quote, "Colonel Pulver's career is a testament to the power of a Southern Miss education. His leadership at the highest levels of military music has inspired musicians worldwide. To have him return home to guide and mentor our students is an extraordinary gift, not only for the School of Music, but for our entire community," end quote. Southern Miss School of Humanities offering new degree in philosophy, religion, and law. There is a new undergraduate degree program at USM which offers students critical thinking, writing, and reading comprehension skills while examining contemporary topics related to the human condition. The philosophy, religion, and law interdisciplinary degree, also known as PRL. Dr. Paula Smithka, the program coordinator, has this to say, quote, "The PRL major equips students to pursue a variety of careers in advanced degrees in any field that places a premium on critical thinking, clear writing, judicious deliberation, and ethical analysis. Such skills are in particular importance in law, management, public relations and communication, policy making and analysis, education, healthcare-related fields, and civic and religious leadership," end quote. In Hattiesburg news, a little something for everybody. Hattiesburg Concert Band plays to the masses. The Hattiesburg Concert Band hosted its fall concert on Sunday at the Mononi Performing Arts Center. The program included songs to honor the armed forces, selections from Wicked, English folk songs, and more. Dr. Melleby Cosby, the conductor of the event, stated the following, quote, "One of my favorite things about a community band is that you've got teenagers sitting in next to someone who is 60 or 70, who has been doing this their whole life. They get to contact and connect and share their experiences together. That's one thing that makes the community band really unique. It also means that we program a little something for everybody," end quote. Meet Wiggins Fire Department's newest recruit, Ruby. Looks like a new recruit has joined Wiggins Fire Department with Ruby, a 15-week-old Dalmatian from North Carolina. Stephanie Purvis, Wiggins Fire Department Public Information Officer, states the following about Ruby's arrival, quote, The idea is to use her as a community outreach dog and also as a therapy dog. And right here at our very fire station and also nursing homes, hospitals, schools, and kind of just get her out and have a positive interaction with our community. She's going to go to a 2-week on and off leash command school where she learns obedience, door manners, table manners. Then she'll go through tone training so that when she hears a fire department tone, she'll go to her safe spot until a firefighter gives her a command to come out, end quote. In Mississippi news, Mississippi begins issuing partial SNAP benefits amid federal government shutdown. Mississippi will begin distributing up to 65% of food assistance benefits for the month of November. Recipients who were scheduled to receive SNAP benefits earlier this month, but have not yet, will see partial assistance as early as today, with others receiving their benefits on their regular scheduled date. Dr. Patricia Tibbs, the president of the Mississippi chapter of the American Academy of Pediatrics, revealed the following, quote, "The hardworking families in Mississippi who already struggle to make ends meet and have tight budgets that include SNAP, help are relying on them to ensure wellness in their homes," end quote. In national news, SNAP benefits will restart, but will be half the normal payment and delayed. The Trump administration says it will restart SNAP food benefits, but will only give half the amount people normally get. This decision came after two federal judges ruled that freezing payments for the country's biggest anti-hunger program is unlawful. Democracy Forward President and CEO Skye Perryman said this in a statement, quote, "It shouldn't take a court order to force our president to provide essential nutrition that Congress has made clear needs to be provided. But since that is what it takes, we will continue to use the courts to protect the rights of the people," end quote. We'll be right back with sports and weather after a word from our sponsors.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mississippi Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mississippi Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online.
Are you in a hurry? Well, I am. But as a paralyzed veteran, I had to overcome incredible challenges just to regain my independence and return to work. Finding a parking space shouldn't be one of them. Illegally parking in spaces reserved for people with disabilities is not only wrong, it's against the law. So please, think twice before pulling into a reserved parking spot. Even if it's just for a minute, it's 60 seconds too long. This has been a public service announcement from United Spinal Association.
Welcome back to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. Now on for your sports. The Golden Eagles grabbed their 7th win of the season with a 27-21 victory over Arkansas State Saturday in Jonesboro. Amir Foster intercepted Arkansas State quarterback Jalen Rayner in the end zone to end the game, capping off a 6-turnover day for the Golden Eagle defense. This win moves the Golden Eagles to 7-2 overall in a 5-0 in Sun Belt Conference play. Be there when your Golden Eagles take on the Texas State Bobcats on November 15th in our annual military appreciation game. Tickets are available now. Men's basketball falls in overtime in South Carolina. Southern Miss in South Carolina fought hard on Sunday night. Unfortunately, South Carolina was able to take the win with an 83-79 in overtime. Next time, Eagles. To keep up with all the Golden Eagle sports activities, head on over to southernmiss.com. Now on for your weather. Today was pretty cold, wasn't it? Even though we have sunny skies, our highs are in the upper 50s and our lows are in the upper 30s. It is currently 51 degrees with our humidity at 28% and our wind moving at 4 miles per hour. So maybe bundle up once you're able to go home and turn on the heat if you're able to. Up next, we have Christine Harvey defies odds by interning in a lab full of white Southern men. Check it out.
This is Mississippi Moments, produced by the Center for Oral History and Cultural Heritage at the University of Southern Mississippi and supported by the Mississippi Humanities Council. I'm Bill Ellison. While attending college during the late 70s, Christine Harvey was offered a summer internship at the Stennis Space Center. She explains how choosing a position that defied expectations led to a career in photography.
They have a summer program where students can come out and get employment. I was lucky enough to get one of those slots. And I remember going out there and to show you how they stereotype people, not on purpose, but I think just because of the way society is, that it happens sometimes. And I remember the lady in HR saying they had only 2 positions left that had not been filled. One was in an office environment and one was in a lab. And I said, lab? What kind of lab? And she said, well, it's in a photo lab, and it's all guys, and to be honest with you, most of them are redneck, and I don't think you'd want to work there. And I said, I'd like to try it. You know, it's just for the summer. And so I did, and it was a learning experience for me. And these guys, even though she told me that majority of them were rednecks, they were very, very nice. And by the end of the summer, a couple of the guys had really taken me under their wing. And when I left for the summer, it was like we were all just friends.
To learn more, subscribe to the Mississippi Moments podcast or visit cohch.org. Mississippi Moments is supported by the Mississippi Humanities Council. The humanities are for everyone.
That was our Mississippi Moments. Coming up, we've got a special guest that you don't want to miss.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mr. Sippy Beverages. Mr. Sippy Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mr. Sippy Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mr. Sippy Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online. Sponsorship comes from Furniture Direct, with locations in Hattiesburg, Laurel, and Columbia. Are you looking for a deal? Lots of styles on a good value? You can find them on Facebook at Furniture Direct Hattiesburg for the latest specials and promotions. Or you can shop anytime at FurnitureDirectNow.com. You can see why Furniture Direct is your furniture destination.
Welcome back to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. Now, please give a warm Golden Eagle welcome to William Barker, my father. Hey, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. It's nice to see you here.
Well, nice to be here, too.
Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know you, can you first tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm Sky's father.
Yes.
That's first. And so it's Veterans Day today.
It is Veterans Day.
And I am a veteran. I also am a Marine.
Yeah. Once a Marine, always a Marine.
Once a Marine, always a Marine. Never stops. Well, so, and I spent, I did 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was during the Vietnam conflict. So I actually got to see that.
Yeah.
For about a year. But, you know, my proudest moments were got to serve at American embassies.
Yeah.
Overseas. Oh my goodness. You know, every embassy in the world, U.S. embassy in the world.
Yeah.
When you open the door to go in, there's a Marine.
Yeah.
Standing there. And so that's really just to, you know, control who's coming in and who's going. Because our primary mission at the embassy is the protection and destruction of classified material.
Yeah.
And it's our first. And if it's too hot in the place, or it's, you know, too busy, or you're under attack, it may be our only.
Yeah.
But once all the classified material, and there's lots. It's not just paper with, you know, stamps on it.
Yeah.
There's cryptographic material that goes out whenever we contact, you know, Washington D.C., the State Department. It's under, obviously.
Yeah.
Right. So there could be a lot, but our primary duty is lock that door and get all the, you know, either if we can save it and lock it in the vaults, we can. Good. But if not, it's time to destroy it all.
Yeah. And I understand that you, pretty recently, you went to Brazil and you were able to actually go to the Brazil embassy and be able to, like, kind of like relive that moment. What was that like for you?
Oh my goodness, that was Because, I mean, you know, last time I was in Brazil at the embassy was approximately 50 years ago.
Yeah.
So it was a deja vu.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my God, here's the place, here's the building, you know, here I sat, this is the whole deal. And it was just, and there's the Marines, and they come over, and, you know, Marines, we're a family.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter when you were in or when you got out. And, you know, my brothers and sisters came over.
Yeah.
To talk, and you know, we shared stories and places we went, stuff we did, and all. And they were like, "Hey, really? They got all? Yeah, it's still here. You should go check it out." You know, so we were good help for them. They were glad to see us.
Yeah. Awesome. Did you have any inspirations when you were joining the Marines, or was this like something that you always kind of wanted to do?
You know, it never occurred to me.
Yeah.
I was going to school at the time for theater and music.
Yeah.
And my buddy at the time, we were just finishing the first year, and he says, "You all ready to come back here?" I went, "No." And he said, "I'm not either." And I went, and he says, "You ever think about joining, you know, the service?" And I went, "Military?" He's like, "Yeah." And I went, "No, not really." He said, "But if you did think about it, what would you say?" I would, "Well, if we went in, you know, I'd want to be in the best."
Yeah.
Right. And he said, "Yeah, me too." And I kid you not, 5 minutes later, we were walking in the door at the recruiting office for the Marine Corps.
Wow. Do you still like remember that day? What was that moment like meeting like the recruiter and like having that first moment?
Oh, we were scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were nervous. No one can sit down. We just want to talk. We came in just to talk. We don't want to do anything. And he's like, "I understand. Don't worry. Sit down." Right. And he finally gave us a contract to sign. We said, "Okay, I can't sign." Right. And he says, "Oh, yeah, that's right. You're only 17.
Yeah.
So I have to go home and get it signed."
Yeah.
But he can sign. I said, "Well, he says, oh, no, I'm going to wait for him. We're going to do this together."
Yeah.
Because we heard that there's a buddy system. He said, "Yeah, that's right. You get to go in together. You'll train together. You'll spend your whole time together."
Yeah.
Little did we know that you only spent training together. After that, they could send you anywhere.
Yeah.
So, but we were lucky. We I mean, I surprised my family by, of course, coming home with a contract to sign. But they're like, "Well, that's what he wants to do."
Yeah.
I mean, what would my mother say? My brother was in Korea.
Yeah.
Her brother and her two brothers were in World War II.
Yeah.
Let's see, my uncle was also in Korea.
Yeah.
Before that, we've got my great-grandfather was in the Civil War
Wow.
fighting. So there's been warriors from, as far as I know. I didn't know that, but after looking, I went, "Oh my goodness, it's a family of warriors."
Yeah.
I know. So it was, it was interesting. We signed it, came back the next day, found that there was 3 things we needed to change. And let's get this right now.
Yeah.
We like to do 2 years, okay?
Yeah.
2, not 6.
Yeah.
And they had something called the 120-day delay plan. We could go in then in June. We could sign up in June. We didn't have to report until September. But those 3 months would count against our active duty.
Wow.
So it was just an incentive to get people to do it. But I'm like, 3 minutes less, or 3 months, 3 fewer. I was like, yeah, anything.
I also understand that there were some people that you met while in the Marines, and you like made brothers out of them. I mean, like you're brothers with everybody, like you're like brothers and sisters, as you mentioned earlier, but like lasting friends that you've made like outside of it. Can you tell us about that?
Well, there were 3 Marines there with me. At the time, there were 12 Marines on duty total. And I ended up being roommates with 2 of them, and then Carl, the last, came, and that was it. We were brothers then. Yeah, we were always together. When we came back, Carl's in Ohio. Yeah. Rick's in Michigan. Yeah, and Mike's in Kansas City. Wow. And every other year we get together for something.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
We're brothers forever. It's done.
Yeah. So you did mention earlier that you served in Vietnam,
Yes.
and you were there like during all of like the immense amount of things that were happening.
Sure.
What was that experience like for you?
Well, of course, in a war zone,
Yeah.
it's hard to describe because everything changes, right? And it's Vietnam. They were in the conflict with us for 8 years.
Yeah.
And before that, they were with France. They were against France. And before that, they were fighting against the Chinese.
Yeah.
So they've been in war. Kids have grown up in it.
Yeah.
Even teenagers, and all they've known. So, you're scared to death. Really, you first get there and you don't know anything.
Yeah.
You don't know if they're coming now. So that first night, of course, I slept with the rifle under my pillow. I wanted it right there. And it was a learning experience. I actually learned to love the country and the people.
Yeah.
Because they have been. I look at them and go, I don't know how they can do it. How can they live in this kind of stress all the time? But it was nothing for them. So I got something to learn here. Even the kids, we made friends with all the kids.
Yeah.
We had candy, we had whatever. They're always come up. You Marine, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm a Marine. Yeah, number one. I had a feeling that when the Army came by, they'd be, yeah, number one. But it was great. We had a great time with the kids, and the people, and I had to learn families. Got invited to a wedding. A formal Vietnamese wedding. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Whoa, the whole place was decorated. It was all food came out and, serving. It was just incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. And when it was my time to go, I said goodbye. It was hard, but I was ready to leave.
Oh yeah. You told you told me this story like numerous times, and each time I hear it, I try to like imagine myself in your shoes and go like, I know I wouldn't have done anything different, but it's like whenever you were leaving the airspace.
Oh, yeah.
And like you asked, can you actually just tell that story real quick?
Okay, so I got on the flight.
Yeah.
And it was a big one because it was the first 747 to go through Asia. And I'm like, 747 is a monster of a plane.
Yeah.
It's huge. They're going to be shooting at this all the way from the ground all the way up. I'm like, oh my God. So, and we had, flight attendants. It was a commercial flight.
Yeah.
And the flight attendant came past the seat, and I touched her and I said, could you do me a favor? Could you tell me the minute we leave Vietnamese airspace, once we cross the borderline?
Yeah.
Goes, oh, okay, yeah, I understand. Yeah. So she did. We were up in the air maybe 15 minutes or so, and she came by and she went, okay, we're officially out of Vietnam. I went, yes, yes, okay. Bring me a beer, quick. So,
Right.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Little did I know I was on a flight for 24 hours to South America, to Brazil. So.
Yeah. Can you actually, you were telling me a little bit about like your time. It was in like Rio, right?
Yes.
And like, I think, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like you had when the house you were staying, there was like someone that had like a pet monkey or something. And like, there was like a moment when like you stick your finger out and they reached over, like the monkey reached over and like grasped the held and you went like, that's a human hand. That's a human hand.
Yeah, because they've got 4 fingers and an opposing thumb. Their fingers are a little bit longer than ours. These were tiny monkeys.
Yeah.
They were maybe 8 or 9 inches high.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the fur behind the ears.
Yeah.
Fur. But they're so friendly and so nice. And yeah, the laundress for the house she had a large cage in the back for two of them. She was always feeding them and teaching them stuff. And she said, okay, Bill, come over here. Well, sorry, Bill, come on over here. I went, okay, what is it? She said, what's this? And she had some food or something. And she said, dog. You go, no, you did not teach that monkey how to bark. You did not. Oh my God. That was fun, but fun. Oh, and she said, put your finger in there. I go, okay. And I put my finger, and he reached out and put his hand around it. It's like a human hand. It's like a miniature. I said, yeah, I mean, they're a lot like us. I went, yeah, I see it.
I know that we're running out of time, but there's one last thing that I would love to do, and it's something that we do with like all of our guests. If you were to give either like a younger self some advice, or to our listeners and fellow veterans and potentially people that want to join the Marines, what type of advice would you give to like a younger you right now?
It's going to be an experience like you couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
You're going to learn what courage really is. You're going to know what honor, dedication is. The Marine Corps is one of a kind in the world. I mean, it is the elite, lethal fighting force in the whole world. And they don't take that lightly.
Yeah.
I mean, they tell you things in boot camp like, if you're up against someone, really, I feel sorry for them.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have somebody else raise their children for them.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's what our job is.
Yeah.
Only when we have to.
Yeah.
We can guard and protect, we can do all that. But when it comes time, we are warriors.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what we do. We win.
Yeah.
We win no matter what odds, whatever it takes. Marines are going to win. So.
Well, thank you so much, William Barker, my dad and my hero, for coming on today and for providing a voice to our Eagles. And also, thank you for your service. Welcome home.
Oh, thank you.
Coming up, we've got Sophia Vitrano reporting on the new USM major. Check it out.
USM is offering a new undergraduate degree called Philosophy, Religion, and Law. This major will provide students with skills including critical thinking, reading comprehension, and argumentative writing. Dr. Paula Smithka, the program coordinator, discusses the importance of this degree.
So this degree allows students to basically, get a bit of all three areas in ways that they did not get before, but then at the same time allows them to specialize in what they're interested in. It gives you a way to problem solve in ways that I think more narrow scientific pathways don't allow you to reflect and think about bigger questions or more theoretical questions.
This program examines society, culture, and human history, as well as teaches students how to identify and analyze ethical issues in a variety of settings. USM student Austin Love discusses why he chose this major.
I'm more familiar with trains of thought and logic and ethics than I would have been without this major. So it makes it easier for me to even write essays or talk to people who I am not from the same train of thought as.
For more information on this program, you can contact Dr. Paula Smithka. Sophia Vitrano, SMTV News.
Thanks for listening to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. Huge thanks to Cardell Whiting, our audio engineer, and Daniel Page, our video engineer, for keeping this bird flying. Big shout out to our assistant producer, Rosines Monty, and our program director, Adeline Fields, and our GM, Dr. Wilbur Martin. Don't forget to follow SM2 Media on social media. I'm your Tuesday, Thursday show host, Skylar Angus Barker. Stay golden, Eagles.